You love stories to give to your players and in your own life that make you feel like about the time you think you're too busy or you can't get enough done or you're overloaded or why am I doing this? Then you look at a guy like Shawn.
My name is Shawn Izadi and I am a non-scholarship football player. This morning we had 7 o'clock meetings, so I woke up at about 5:45. And I live in West Campus, so it takes me about 30 minutes to walk over here. We had meetings from about 7 to 7:30, 7:40. Then from there we had a quick workout. They can range from just a fast-paced workout to a really strenuous workout. So this morning was really self-paced, and it's really all about maintenance in season.
Shawn was a guy that didn't get in school at Texas, so he had to go a different route to get in. He did that instead of quitting and giving up.
I've always wanted to come to UT since being a little kid. It's just been a dream school. And it's actually a funny story because both my parents are OU graduates and both my sisters are OU graduates. So I'm kind of first generation Longhorn.
And then you go look at his background a little bit and you see he's got a 3.36 in biochemistry. Wants to graduate in 2014 and be a doctor.
I'm a biochemistry major, getting my Bachelor's of Science in it. And hopefully the path is to go to medical school. So I'll be applying this upcoming summer, taking my MCAT in the spring, and hopefully getting interviews coming next fall. So that's the plan. If that doesn't work out, I can always go work for Coca-Cola or Pepsi, design some new flavors. This is Biochemistry 2, and we're just going over concepts right now, just DNA and molecular structures and how they react with fats, carbohydrates, proteins in the bodies. And I really enjoy it, so that's why I'm taking it.
Now, this is a normal cell. We have P53, 55.
It was tough to figure that balance out at the beginning of the season, finding the right amount of time to put into each. And it really just comes down to how efficient you can be with your time.
Shawn just the epitome of a hard worker. I can really look up to him because he's pursuing medical school, and that's one thing I'm doing. And I know it's tough from my standpoint just to be a student athlete doing medical school.
After biochemistry, just went down to inorganic chemistry, had a test in that today. And that goes about from 11 to 12:30. And then after that, just grab a quick lunch and catch up on some studying, review some classes and everything. Now I'm back at Moncrief, and from here I'm either catching a quick 5-10 minute nap, or I'm just starting to get ready for practice, getting treatment, getting pads ready, getting just mentally prepared.
Tried out for football 3 different times. I didn't even know it, didn't know who he was, and he didn't make it finally the last time. He made the football team.
When you have a dream, it's tough to put it away after one shot. You just got to keep getting back up. And so that's what it was for me. I wasn't going to quit until my eligibility ran out. And thankfully, third time's a charm.
For a guy like Shawn, it's not about him. It's about the team. And he doesn't care about the glory and all that stuff. He just wants us to win.
As a non-scholarship player, we provide week in and week out. We do scout looks. We try to imitate the opposing team's offense or defense.
Without those guys, out there helping us every day, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we are able to do on Saturday.
To have that focus that I want to do these things and nothing's going to stop me. I'm not gonna say, okay, I don't have time for this. I can't. I'm too tired to do this. That's what he shows us.
So here's a guy, couldn't get in school. He didn't pout, he didn't shut it down, he didn't get mad at Texas, he got in school the way he could. Here's a guy couldn't make the football team, so he does it 3 times so he can make the football team. Then the most interesting thing I found out Saturday, this guy leaves here tired as hell after you all smash him for 2.5 hours, and he doesn't even get to play. He leaves here and goes to band practice. He's in our band. He plays the saxophone in the band. Now, how about that? That is cool.
Too much walking. Sometimes I'll have a couple friends willing enough to give me a ride from this lot to the bubble. It saves me a little bit of time. They always wonder why I still want to be a part of the band. And, you know, every time someone asks me that, I give them the same response that, you know, the band ends up being my first family, kind of coming to UT. And so, you know, you just can't abandon a family. So even though I was part of band first, and football may seem greater in scope of things, I just can't abandon my family like that.
Shawn's a great guy. He's been involved in the program for several years now, to the point of being a section leader in the group last year. And he came and talked to me about this crazy thing about making the football team and trying to be part of both organizations. And my first thought was, you're crazy. My second thought was, well, if anybody can do it, it's going to be Shawn, because he's just that much of a go-getter. Really, he's got his nose to the grindstone all the time. So I'm not surprised that he's hanging in there and doing it all.
I play the saxophone, best instrument out there. As far as home games go, I'm gonna usually dress out with the football team. As far as away games go, I travel to usually in-state rivalry games. So this year that includes OU and Texas Tech.
As we were going on the field at Oklahoma, I didn't realize he was in the band because he doesn't say anything. And Stacy Searles said he yelled at him, said, "Coach, Shawn," and he's playing the saxophone in the band.
He is the first and only person that I know of, not just in this organization, but across the country at a Tier 1 institution like UT that's been able to balance both being in the band and on the football team.
Just an amazing story, and you learn that if you want something badly enough, go for it. Do it. Set your dreams high, set your goals high, and attain those.